Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Melissa Youssef, Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. And today, we look at the March 15th meeting. Our first business items on this meeting's agenda involved the approval of two major appointments by City Manager Jose Madrigal. Deputy City Clerk Faye Harmer has been appointed City Clerk, filling an opening resulting from the retirement of existing clerk Amy Phillips, who swore her successor in just moments after the approval. Justin Carlton has been appointed to the position of Director of Information Technology. Justin has most recently been the IT Security and Network Manager. He'll replace Eric Pearson, who is retiring after 33 years. Councilors expressed thanks to the retiring employees and welcomed these two new managers. We had a lengthy 15-item consent agenda consisting mostly of routine items, all of which were approved. There were three rather significant legislative public hearings. The first concerned revisions to the city water rates, as explained by Public Works Director Allison Baker.
The recommendation included retaining the same base rates based on meter sizes as were used in 2021. A previous evaluation presented to Council and IAB identified a $1.588 million net revenue when the administration and Vector building project expenses for the sewer plant were excluded of approximately $886,000 were also removed from annual average CIP cost as an unusual and one-time cost. This was used as a total revenue reduction target, and rates were adjusted to affect that reduction.
The changes will mean that the average residential customer will see an almost $6 per month reduction in their water bill, while the average commercial user will save just over $43 per month. Our next public hearing concerned the adoption of the North Main Gateway Urban Renewal Plan.
We're using a combination of revenue sources to contribute to help cover the infrastructure and other development costs for the project. TIF is one of those, the tool that's specific to URAs. The other is the Housing Impact Fund that the city has been building from a variety of sources, transfer fees, fair share and lieu fees, and some other sources. So by using both of those funding opportunities, we're able to end up with permanent workforce housing, which is obviously on the top of all of our minds. And in addition, we get new public infrastructure, sidewalks all the way around, alley improvements, water and sewer upgrades, and then, as I mentioned, sort of organizational capacity and a model for future larger projects.
Later in the meeting, Council adopted a tax increment financing agreement between the city and the Urban Renewal Authority to help fund future public improvements. There was also a quick hearing on an easement for an emergency access and other improvements to an apartment and townhome complex in Three Springs. We had one quasi-judicial hearing for the Gage Apartments and annexation. This is an 89-unit complex on Escalante Road, just south of the Rocket Apartments near Escalante Middle School. 14 of the units will be rent-restricted attainable units. All of these business items were approved. Here are some reminders you may find interesting. Applications are now being accepted for Durango's food sales tax rebate and utility refund programs for low-income residents. The rebates range from $130 to $436, depending on family size and income. The applications, which must be submitted by July 8th, are available at City Hall, the Transit Center, and the Senior Center, or you can download applications and find more information at durangogov.org/rebates. And Durango's Spring Cleanup Program begins April 4th, continuing throughout the city for 5 weeks until May 6th. To find out what's accepted and what's not, what week your neighborhood pickup will occur, and more, simply go to durangogov.org/cleanup. Our next study session will be Tuesday, April 5th at 2:15 p.m., followed by our next regular City Council meeting the same day at 5:30 p.m. Agendas for meetings are posted at durangogov.org/meetings. And that's Council Connection for the March 15th Durango City Council meeting. I'm Durango City Councilor Melissa Youssef. Thanks for joining us, and remember, you can always contact your city councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.